Welcome to LifePix Relationships, helping you understand and enliven your marriage through the various perspectives and experiences of others who found a way to prioritize what's really important in life. From new love to those that have weathered the storms, let's get ready to take your relationships to the next level with your host, ST.
Hey, LifePixers, hope you're having an awesome day. Did you love that episode 200? Wasn't that awesome? I mean, I'm sure every single one of you listened to it because it was answering your questions. So you better make sure that you went and listened to it. But if you didn't, I'm going to give you here your 3 marriage picks and your major announcement that I've been waiting so long to tell you. Are you ready? Let's go. The very first marriage picks is your partner, your husband, your wife is your number one in your life. That's it. There's no one that goes ahead of them. Not your parents, not your siblings, not your best friend, because your partner is your best friend, right? But what do you do if a mom or a sibling or someone who you were really close to before you got married now all of a sudden is feeling pulled that you're not there for them anymore? This is a really, really good suggestion. You can go and create a ritual where they feel special and you still stay connected without taking away from your relationship, from your marriage. So let's say, for example, instead of your mom having to feel like you have to call her every single day and spend hours with her on the phone, you send once a week, every Sunday, every Tuesday, you go out to lunch together and you spend those 2 hours together. She feels really connected. You feel like you're connected to her. You're continuing to build that relationship, but you're not putting that in front of your marriage. Marriage picks number 2. This one was really for people that were getting ready for married and they want some advice before they get married. However, I think it's great for even people that are already in a relationship and married, even with kids, and even for many years. This is to have your own board of advisors, your own good role models, your own people in your life that you could go and ask for them for advice whenever something in marriage comes up. They have an objective point of view. They have their own experience. They could either have been married for really long, or they could be marriage experts, or someone who you really like and you really look up to, and you know you can go and learn from them. They could listen to your problems. You could ask them for advice, and you'll know what to do in any situation. Number 3, marriage picks number 3 is to help your child become more of themselves. You're not helping them become you, and you're not helping them become your spouse. You're helping them become more of themselves. You're building on their strengths, using their powers, their uniquenesses, and helping them become more of them. This one is hard for many parents. I see this over and over again, but you remember, it's your child is not you, and you want to build them up. And just bonus tip, make sure you read Profit first. It is so good. Okay, are you ready for our major announcement? I am super excited for this, and I know you will be too. We are now no longer going to be called the LifePix Relationship Podcast. We are going to be called the LifePix University Podcast. Why is that? That is because I don't know how many of you know, some of you, I mentioned it a few times, know that on the side, I do something, or I used to do it on the side. Now it's going into full time, helping people rewire their brains to be more efficient, effective, and productive. And I really think that so many of these tips here that we learn here on marriage, that we learn here on how to make your relationship extraordinary, many people are having a hard time being able to do. I'm getting something from your feedback, from your type of questions, from what you want. A lot of it is because of the way your brain is wired. There are 28 cognitive functions, 28 things to help make up the way you think. And if some of those are weak, then applying any of these tools or strategies or just tips that people give you on the LifePix podcast is going to be really hard to implement. So this is what we're doing. Monday and Wednesdays are going to stay the same. We're still going to have our amazing guests, drilling them about how they make their relationships extraordinary and how you too can do the same. But Tuesday and Thursday, instead of marriage picks episodes, we are going to special episodes on about how your brain is wired and understanding those tips and tools. I'm going to pick out a tip or two that they said from the previous episode and help you figure out if this is something you could do easily, if it is something that you're going to have a hard time with, and what you could do if you're having a hard time with it, how we can make it easier for you, how we could train your brain, how we can wire your brain for an extraordinary marriage so it's actually easier for you. How cool is that? If you want to learn more about this until we actually get this rolling and as we see more of this coming up, then you could go to LifePix University.com. Now, for the end of this week, tomorrow and on Thursday, there is not going to be an episode as we're finalizing and preparing for this. But next week, Monday, a regular guest. And next week, Tuesday, we're starting our new ones. Super excited for this. And I'll see you next week's. Bye now, LifePixers.
That's all for this episode of LifePix Relationships, and we have a huge favor to ask of you that will not only support this show, but also give others what they need to take their marriage to the next level. We're striving to have 1 million downloads per episode by December 31st, 2025, so please share it with your family and friends so they can turn their relationship into an extraordinary one.